Thanks for listening to the AZ12 podcast. I am your host, Michael Luke, joined by Jason Scheer. Hello, Jason Scheer. How are you doing today?
Splendid, Michael. Splendid.
Yeah. All right, we got a lot.
So everyone knows I made sure I'm on a different floor than Mike, so the gases don't. I said I can't be on the same floor.
Hey, no, true story. We're actually kind of important. The guy that was literally true story. The guy that was sitting in front of us looked.
There's
Tim, he looked over and he said, hey, are you Mike Luke? And then are you Jason Scheer? And I said, yes. Depends on who's asking. And, well, it was the right guy that was asking. And so he had very nice things to say about us. Well, I mean, at least he was saying us nice to our face. Yes. All right, Scheer. All right, we got here, and there has not been, yes, there was gas. True story. So, when Shelby, the lovely Shelby Scheer, dropped us off at the airport, Jason can attest to this. I got out and I farted immediately. This is true, Scheer.
On Shelby, in Shelby's direction, which, by the way, if I do it, she screams at me. If you do it, she's giggling up back in the car. Like, come on. And
then when we got in there, I pushed out another one, a very loud one. So there we are again, the gap, but I haven't farted since then. So that's, yes. All right. Yeah, so and then we got on there.
Funny story about your Arizona hat in the airport. We went in the store and they had like 40 of them. So had you not been able to find your other Arizona hat, we would have been okay.
Yeah, no, they did. So I can know that I know that if I ever lose it, then I will end up coming. Sorry, am I sounding okay?
You're a little muffly, like screaming almost. You're very excited though. So
yeah, sorry about that. Is this better now? Yeah. Hey, the gassy Mike, wasn't that the name of where like JFK was shot? They called it the gassy knoll or something.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Noah, by the way, Noah, who commented, is 100% right. I have Xavier on the TV next to me, and we're back, baby. We just tied it, Mike. We just scored.
All right. Yeah. Good stuff. Yeah. We need the winner of that game to beat Illinois, and we need that to happen. Okay. So, anyways, now let's get to some stuff here. We will. Oh, grassy knoll. That was the same thing. Okay. Anyways, we are going to be hanging out with Brian Jeffries tomorrow. I am very excited about this. But Scheer, I'm getting up here, talking with some people in Seattle. There, to me, here's where I really come down to. There's really no excuse for Arizona to lose this game. I don't care that they shoot a bunch of threes. I don't care about any of that stuff. There's no excuse for Arizona to lose this game, period.
No, and we've seen games where there's no excuse for Arizona to lose and they lost. I think the difference here is this is just a really bad matchup for Akron and a really good matchup for Arizona. They're facing a team that's high tempo, that wants to get a bunch of shots off and doesn't defend. It would be by far, and Tommy's lost a couple times now, I guess, earlier than they should have. This would be the worst tournament loss that Tommy's had by far.
Hey, what station is this game on our
True
TV?
TV, which we actually get in our.
Okay, hotel. Hold on. I'm turning this on. This is live TV.
Want to know the channel?
Yeah. Hold on. I'm turning the TV on right now.
434.
434. All right, Scheer, keep talking. Here we go.
Yeah, the other 430 it's just porn.
434. Okay,
it's cold here. It is very cold. If you haven't come yet, it is.
All right, we're in. It is freezing here, and the sun has not come out. I don't know else to say. And we had like a cab driver who I'm not sure that he spoke English, but I kept trying to ask him questions, and he wasn't really answering.
We were really crude on that drive, and then the only question he responded to was, "You said what's burrin'?"
Yeah, I have no clue. Oh, and let's see here. Dennis Walsh says, have you warmed up at Chop? And Scheer says there is no more Chop. But at the same time, the second we just left the convenience store, there was something in there about an update about Chop.
So there's an unsolved murder from years ago about Chop.
Yeah. All right. Well, anyways. Okay. Now it's called SRS for a reason, baby. We're gonna have so many SRS pictures here. Yeah, tomorrow's gonna be really, really good. We got a lot of stuff going on here. Now I want to talk a little bit. I want to go kind of position by position and talk. Yeah, it stinks here. We did get some grass for sure.
He tried to ask the Uber driver, where's the smelliest places in Seattle, and the guy just ignored him.
Yeah, the guy totally ignored me. He didn't care. All right. So the first thing that we need to get to though is I want to go player by player and what they need out of Arizona. By the way, we will be on tomorrow at 10:30. But the first thing that I want to talk about, though, is we're going to go player by player again. I'll repeat it again, player by player. All right.
What are we doing?
We're going to go player by player.
Okay.
All right. Now, I'm not getting a tan this weekend, Mr. Cello. This is true. Okay. First thing, Jaden Bradley. Jaden Bradley to me is he's an interesting situation because he's been a very steady player. He kind of had a slump for a good portion of this season, but he's going to have to play basically against good teams. He's going to have to basically be able to play almost every single time or almost every single minute. Sure.
Yeah, and in this game especially, we'll just focus on Akron. Tavari Johnson, he's a good player, the Akron point guard. There's one thing though, he's 5'11", 160.
Right.
So Jaden Bradley has 4 inches and 40 pounds on him.
Right.
And we've seen what happens when Jaden realizes a guy can't guard him. I hope that realization comes very quickly, where Jaden just bullies him because he's obviously capable of doing it. We've seen him do it against better players before. I want to see Jaden bully him, and I want to see aggressive Jaden. I think Jaden is much better at scoring than he lets on, and when he bullies the guy that's guarding him, I just feel like he's significantly better.
There's a that's a great point though. Sure. Oh my, it's 67-65. Yeah, I got the game right here. Does Jaden Bradley realize? That's an interesting point. Does Jaden Bradley realize how good he is, how good of a scorer he can be?
I wish he was more aggressive. It's weird because his assist numbers aren't high, obviously. He runs the offense really well, but there's games where we've seen it, like the second half against BYU, the second half against Kansas, where he's like, "Oh, these dudes can't guard me. I'm just going to go score 20 points." It's like, yeah, this game right away, he can do that.
There's a reason that he's a McDonald's All-American. I mean,
Was he?
Was he? Well, I thought he was, wasn't he?
I don't know. I'll take your word for it.
Well, if he didn't, he was like a top.
I mean, he's really good. Was he a McDonald's All-American?
I think he was. Yeah. Oh, interesting. Mr. Tyler Warden with a very interesting remark. Caleb is the gas.
Right.
Caleb. Yeah. Well, I thought he was. Caleb is the gas. Okay. Caleb Love. Listen, at the end of the day, your best players have to play well. Oh, by the way, I was asked, will Conrad play? The kid behind us that kept getting yelled at by his mother, his name was Conrad.
I yelled at her at one point because she yelled, "Don't Conrad." And I said, "Don't you ever yell at Conrad.
Don't you ever yell at Conrad again." This is...
She had 3 kids, and I'm going to be real honest with everyone here. She definitely wanted Mike. It was a little awkward for the people.
She really did. There was, I mean, I don't like
laughing. You know, when a woman like loud laughs, like the flat laughs, like.
And every time I said something, she continuously asked me more questions. So, yes, nice try. I'm taking. Okay, but anyways,
stop yelling.
Yeah. All right, Caleb Love. Caleb Love. Listen. He's going to have to be, if Arizona wants to go far in the tournament, Caleb Love is going to have to play really, really well. I mean, that's just, again, I'm not really breaking any news here, but Caleb Love's got to play well. Your best players have to play well come tournament time, and Caleb Love's got to do that. Caleb Love has got to play at an All-American type level. He's got to be able to get to the basket. He's got to be able to do all of that.
Yeah, I mean, look, he doesn't need to drop 30 every night, but I can't have that Clemson Caleb where he's 2 of 15, right?
Right.
Like I could do 6 of 14, even I could get away with that 40%. I just don't need the 2 for 15 old habits where you're shooting threes from 3 feet behind the arc. Just be aggressive. Do what he did last week, right? Like Caleb in the Big 12 tournament. If you take that on most teams, you're fine against most opponents.
Yeah, and so that's the thing that's interesting about this. I do think, land the man with the master plan. Seriously, a trip with you two would be like a once in a lifetime experience. Make this happen. Bidding starts at $10,000. Wow. Yeah. You know what we could do? We could get like 5 dental implants with that. No, seriously, we could get 5 championship packages right there, and I think that would be interesting. Okay, but Caleb Love's got to be that guy. Now. Conrad Martinez. Do we think that Conrad Martinez is going
I brought this up to you, and I actually said
I agree with you.
Yes. You said yes.
I think Arizona, again, I'm going to get in trouble. I'm going to jinx things, but I think Arizona is actually going to I think Arizona is going to handle business, and I think that Conrad Martinez is going to get in the game.
I don't think a prediction is jinxing. It's what we do. I think when you were looking ahead to Duke, that was jinxing. I think Arizona to win by like 18 points. I just think Akron, if you ask Akron what 4 seed they want to face the least, it would probably be Arizona and then Maryland.
Right. I would agree. I would agree with that. I think that's fair. Carter L. Bryant. Now, I do want to ask something here. I have a good source on the inside. I can't say any names. I have a good source on the inside though that people asking about Caleb Love. A lot of people are saying that Caleb Love will have no problems playing in this game. That he will be more than okay. I never really had any concern about that one though.
Yeah. I mean, the dude was playing Fortnite at a watch party. He's going to be okay. All right, now let's pay a couple bills here, and then we're going to get back to the rest of this team. All right, hold on. Let's see here, Cody. Let me read these. Okay. All right, Swift Mortgage. Michael Rubin, my friends. Michael Rubin. All right, hey Scheer, are you looking to reconsolidate your home loans? I was literally just thinking about that in the hotel room.
Yeah, you were probably, and again, if you weren't, that's because you're an idiot. But either way, you should. Local to Tucson, lifelong Wildcat fan, and a former teacher. Use code Judd Bushler for $500 off closing costs. 419-4262. Buy, help, sell, or refinance. And he's got a really good thing going on because since he's a senior loan officer, he can get you better deals, my friend, better deals. And again, he's got access to banks that other people don't have. Check it out, Michael Rubin. He is the guy. All right, now who else? Who else do we got? Great. Welcome to Green Valley.
Connery.
Yeah, great. Yeah, Green Valley. Yeah. By the way, there's like kids playing cornhole outside my window right now.
Yeah, how cool is that? It's just a cornhole in the middle of the street.
Do you think I should throw something at him?
You should just start throwing stuff into the.
Oh, hey, check out this notepad that I got. Check out this notepad right here, and I'm gonna steal
it yet?
No, I haven't, but I haven't. Yeah, and the pens are amazing, dude. These things are awesome, dude. These pens are so good. I'm gonna steal. I'm actually gonna go down to the desk and ask for more stuff just so I can continue to steal things.
She liked us a lot, so
she did. Yeah. They both liked us.
They were very nice at the hotel.
Yes, they both liked us. So anyway, yeah, Green Valley Decorative Rock. Now you might say to yourself, Mike, I've heard there's some kind of really bad rumor going around about Green Valley Decorative Rock. What is that one?
You almost got escorted off the plane because someone said
they were pushing a lot of
scurrilous rumors. You yelled at one place that this is scurrilous.
They were just pushing a lot of crap. And guess what? Hey, by the way, you guys are ahead of me by like 2 minutes. Hey, dude, don't stop giving updates. AZ Wildcat fan, that's for you. But either way, Green Valley Decorative Rock, you might say to yourself, Mike, what were these rumors you had to push back on? We pushed back on all of them throughout the plane, and that's why they had probably their best month out of the year. I mean, am I really breaking any news there, Scheer?
No, I mean,
again, it's something that we have to continue to combat. It's something that we have to continue to fight. But Green Valley Decorative Rock, they are great. Oh, look at this. Oh, back the X, baby. X gonna give it to you. X gonna give it to you. Yeah, and one, baby. Woohoo! Now, oh, by the way, I think we're gonna have some really. I can't say anything, but I think we're gonna have some really, really good partnership news coming up here next week, hopefully. So we'll not say anything now. But either way, Green Valley Decorative Rock, check it out. All right, KJ Lewis. Now again, you don't like KJ Lewis. We've been over this time and time again. You don't like him. It is what it is. Yes.
I think this is a huge game for him though. I think he plays like 35 minutes this game.
Yes, I am of the opinion again. I think KJ to me, KJ and Caleb Love are going to be the keys for how far Arizona goes. Because if both those guys play well, they can basically beat every team that they're going against. Scheer.
Yeah. Yeah, I look. The KJ's important. And you're right. I don't like his consistency. I don't like his body language at times. I'm not going to sit here and BS and say he's not important to the team. He's extremely important to the team. His success is very important to Arizona. They're significantly better when KJ plays well.
Right. Yes. Now let's with him though. The thing that's fascinating about him is you generally know fairly easy on what. You generally have an idea if he's going to have a good game or not. If he's coming down and he's playing to his strengths, you know very, very quickly. Oh, this game is. Hey, I heard another kid. Do kids say ice? Some kid was saying. I meant to ask some kids this. Kobe Thiel, you're our resident Gen Z expert. Do kids say ice? Because some kid was saying yesterday that was ice, and I don't know if that was. I assume that's good.
Fake news, dude. I'm hip. That's fake news. No one says ice.
Yeah, nobody says ice. Okay. Oh, all right.
Stupid.
Now, I don't necessarily agree with Kobe Alfield because there's a lot of times that he does play with when he gets into the paint and he dishes it off. He's a pretty good passer. He is a but he does do a lot. He does do a lot of really really.
Here's a
silly.
good thing I like about KJ in this game. There's no half court game. There's not going to be much of a half court game. KJ in transition is very good.
Yes,
I mean, there's no doubt about it. So go get it. Go get these points.
Okay. Now, one thing that we do, there was a before this game started, there was a nationwide manhunt going on for a guy named Big U that Ben One White was all in on. Ben, they have caught the man, so you do not need to worry about this. So, anyways,
Ben's an expert in manhunts too.
Yes,
so.
KJ Lewis though across the board. I love Mr. Tyler Warden, the great Mr. Tyler Warden says I love when he says when he's playing free and confident. Yes. When he's not just trying to do things that are like that he just really can't do. He's good. I know I sound like a broken record, but KJ, I believe, because listen, there are some guys that they've got to be able to make threes to be able to get going, and if they don't make threes, then they're going to have a problem. KJ Lewis is not that dude. If KJ Lewis is not going to make threes, period. You know that. So if he does, doesn't make threes, not going to make threes. But he's got to be able to do all the other things that he can do. I'm not going to Dick's Burger. No thanks.
It's good. It's on.
Yes.
It's not actual. It's meat, Mike. It's good.
Well, and I'm not going any place.
Mike and I just ate somewhere very fancy.
We just got this really good pizza. This pizza was like $7.45.
But honestly,
but also
kind of worth it. Big slice.
Yeah, we're gonna go back there. It also said it comes back with a smell detector as well.
Yeah.
Oh. One thing I will say, now it's Stut Joe. Did Ben One White ditch his friends in quotations and meet you guys?
Tomorrow.
Yeah, no, Ben One White's going to be here tomorrow. Ben lied to us about a lot of stuff. We're in the airport, and Ben messages me, and he says, Venmo me now.
He said, I'm not getting on the plane unless you do it right now.
Yeah, again. So,
It's all about money. We're here for the love of the game.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, all right. Mr. Tyler Warden, send me. I'm going to do a vlog tomorrow or whatever they're called.
I think you call it a vlog. It's a vlog, dude. It's a blog that's on the video. It's just a vlog.
It's not a vlog? No,
it's just a vlog.
All right. Well, either way, I'm going to do one, but you got to send me all the worst places to go.
Dick's is good. Dick's is good.
Yes, exactly. Was Ben One White part of the Rolling 60s ring? I don't know that he wasn't. But again, he was in on the manhunt though. Now you guys see ESPN Sean Farnham pick the Cats to go to the Final Four. Let me ask you. No, we're not in the same room, Big 12 Bobby. Let me ask you this though, Scheer. I'm getting roasted for vlog. Where were we just gonna? Are you guys? No, we're not in the same room. I'm in room 4, or I'm in.
Mike's in room 419.
Right.
Wait.
I'm in room 4. Yeah, I'm in room 4. I'm in aisle 4.
Mike's having a meltdown right now.
I am having a meltdown.
You're on 4, and I'm on 4-5.
Yeah. And then we got in the elevator, and some guy was asking us if we were going up to the Space Needle or something, because he was going to go walk back there. I have no interest in going to the Space Needle.
The Climate Pledge is right next to the Space Needle.
Oh, is the Climate Pledge? Is that where it is?
Yeah, we have to decide if we're going to walk or Uber tomorrow.
No, let's see here. Mike had some greens before the show. No. But after the show, my friends, wink, wink, wink. Hey, guess what I watched all the way up here? Godfather 2.
I watched Alien Romulus.
Yeah. And
it was a bumpy flight. Did you notice that?
Yeah, it was a really bumpy flight because yeah, all right. So anyways, Carter L. Bryant. Let me ask you this, Scheer. Let me ask you this. Oh, and we got a lot of stuff to give out too.
Everyone thinks you're stoned, by the way, but he's not. I promise.
No, I'm not. I plan on doing that in a little bit.
I absolutely promise that we are not yet.
Yes, I'm not.
We did pick up merch though.
And I did, we did picked up merchandise though. And Jed Fish has an open invitation. I want to give him the paw, but I don't think he's going to get the glove.
Can I just ask, since we're allowed to talk about it now, one of the funniest things Mike's done all day is when we were checking in, he asked the person at the front desk, "Hey, are there any dispensaries?" And the guy's like, "Yeah, like you're in Seattle, dude. There's one every 4 feet."
Yeah, exactly. So anyways, we went there and it was, what was it called? Like the bakery or something?
Yeah, it's the bakery.
Yeah. So again, it's yeah, dude, get it together. This is so sloppy. Sorry, Wrigley, Maddox, late, Lute, Addison. All right. Anyways, all right. Let's talk a little bit about Carter L. Bryant. Question for you:
I'm ready.
Is Carter L. Bryant on the team next year?
We're already doing this.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think he is as well. But I don't like. What does bother me about this, I don't like him going there and can we get Red Wines on the post? Red Wines is always welcome onto the show.
Here's the issue with Carter that I think comes up with a lot of young players, and it's a good issue to have, is that let's say Carter drops 20 points on Friday. The next game on Sunday, he drops like 18 or something. Let's just say he does that. He's gone. Right. I mean, that's just the way this whole thing works.
I would tend to agree. I would tend to agree with that. By the way, Wrigley Maddox edition. Did you know that you want to hear something crazy about Greg Maddox? Jason Scheer.
Yeah, sure.
He was committed to the University of Arizona. How about that? Boom, 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 out of North Las Vegas. Okay, Parker Scott. Oh, great. Parker, my mom's maiden name. Going to the game Friday. Can I buy y'all beers? Duh. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, did I tell you that somebody DM'd me and said that it was like her boyfriend's wish to that he's coming up here, and it was their boyfriend's wish to be able to meet us?
Well, we do make.
Yeah, I mean, get in line.
Make-A-Wish Foundation.
But then I responded back and I said, yes. I said, as long as this is not some prank or you're not trying to poke me in the eyes, I will do this. Rodrigo Diaz de Vivar, $5. The smell outside is not sewer. It is natural. No thanks. No thanks. No thanks. No thanks. That was very funny, though. Carter Bryant, though. Carter's got to play a lot. That's just kind of where I'm at with this. Carter's got to play a lot. He's the only guy on the team that can shoot like he can and can weak side help. He's got to be able to play. Period. He's got to play a lot.
To Friday?
Nah, not Friday necessarily. I expect Arizona to beat the snot out of Akron. And if they don't, I blame you. But because I think Akron sucks. I keep looking for any reason to pick Akron, and I just don't see it, man. I just don't see it.
Yeah, and I know people are like, oh, well, we said the same thing about Princeton, but like Princeton slowed the game. There were so many, like, there's going to be 70 possessions. Arizona, we've said this before. Here's the recipe. Akron is hot from three, and Arizona is just ice cold. That's right. It. That's the recipe.
And let me ask you this. How much of this do you think would be Tommy Lloyd's does Tommy Lloyd go into this game saying, you know what, we're going to be okay with you guys shooting wide open threes and hopefully you miss?
Look, you say this jokingly. I do think that there's a possibility where they do what St. Mary's did. And what St. Mary's did is you're going to shoot threes. They went 13 of 28. You will never score a two. They shot 28% from two, and St. Mary's won by 20. We're going to dominate the glass. We're going to shut you off from two. We'll try to guard the three, but our priority is to shut the two, dominate the glass, and you're not going to make enough threes to beat us. And it worked.
Yeah, I don't know that I like that idea, though. Honestly, I really don't like that idea very much because, again, when you're going to get... How many white guys does this team have in their rotation? Do we know that? Can somebody look that up? How many white guys?
Not many. Seriously, none.
Right. They have no white guys in their rotation? No. I find that impossible to believe.
No, dude, I literally know their entire starting lineup. They don't have white guys. They have a white guy coming off the bench where all he does is shoot threes. Against Sanford, Mike, Arizona did the same thing.
Yeah, but again, I've also seen them do this where you give up like 18 threes and you end up losing. So
when you look at, I'm going to look at what Sanford did against Arizona. So yeah, Sanford lost by 32. Sanford was 12 of 35 from three, and then they were 40% from two, and Arizona just dominated them and got fouled. Why do you think and shot 80% from two? Why do you think there's white people in Akron?
They've never lost to this caliber opponent with that strategy. Mike Kobe, watch your mouth. Did I ever tell you my dad used to live in Akron? He got punched in the face by a kid that went to St. Vincent, St. Mary's, and then he reported him to the police.
Your dad got punched by LeBron James?
No. But when my dad was in high school, some guy, and my dad's watching, he won't really care. But so like he was at some game because my dad lived in Akron for a while, and he was at a football game and he got punched in the face, and then he saw the guy a little bit later on, and he reported him to police. Best of the paw, you get the glove. You know how we do it around here. Oh, look at Xavier's totally winning this game. All right. Okay, now let's get a couple reads in here, and I want to be able to. I want to be able
to give it to you.
Yeah, X will give it to you. What do we got here? What do we got? In it's Akron. There are no white people. You're wrong
we
about
did it. We did it, dude. We did it.
What did we do? What did we do?
Won. We did it.
We did it. Bridge Tech Communications. Now, I've decided that I want to go to the gym one day while I'm up here. And I'm assuming Ben One White, who's also taking some of that funny stuff, wants to go to the gym as well. But guess what? I don't know what gym I'm going to go to, and probably why, because they're not marketed well up here. You know what that leads me to believe, Scheer? That they're not with Bridge Tech Communications.
Wow.
BridgeTechCommunications.com, my friend. 750% average ROI. Now, you might say to yourself, I'd be okay with 600% ROI. You don't want just 600% when they're going to go 700%. Boom, boom, boom. Check it out. Our guy Tony is the absolute man. We very much appreciate Tony. Promotes 100 health entities across multiple states. By the way, SEC is now 0-1. That's going to be one of the best things that I'm going, one of the best... one of my best calls is that all these fake SEC teams, like Georgia, Vanderbilt, all those teams, those teams.
Give it to you.
X go give it to you. We got a story about Ben One White here in a second, Noah. But okay, now what else do you got? What else we got here? Bridge Tech. Smelly, rainy Seattle, Longview Insurance. Now you might say to yourself, Mike, you don't look like you have 2 quarters to scratch together. I don't, but guess who does? Longview Insurance and Investments, my friends. This is being brought to you by the Smelly Rainy Seattle trip is being brought to you by Longview Insurance and Investments. Now, we got a couple things here. As we all know, we cannot, sure, we got to be very clear about something here. We cannot endorse Andre Veras. Like, there's going to be people in the comments that are going to keep saying, will you endorse it? Can't do it. Not going to do it. Can't do it. But we can highly recommend. This is true.
Yeah. I mean, look.
Guess what else I got for you? I talked with Andre on the phone today. Guess what else I got for you?
What?
Something new.
What?
We can't promise you that Andre Veras can get you a discount if you go through him. We cannot promise it. We need to be very clear. But there is a nice chance that he might be able to. We need to be very clear about this, though. We are not promising anything. You go through Andre Veras, my friend, and again, you might be able to get something. We need to be very, very clear about this, though. Boom. You know what I like? This Sean Miller. You know what I like about Sean Miller now?
He's so different.
I really wish this Sean Miller was at the University of Arizona. He looks like he's having fun now. He's opened up his stuff.
He looks too.
What's that?
Look how relaxed he looks too.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, the Ben One White stories. Don't worry, we're gonna get that in a second. But you just watch him though, and he just looks so much more at ease with himself right now.
Yeah.
So again, that's let's see.
Did Arizona break Texas in a way?
Yeah, I mean, for sure, because Sean Miller is there.
Right.
You know what bothers me about John Rothstein is that fake hair. I don't like that.
Say everything. No, that's real.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Real, dude. Look at the side. What do you mean?
No, it's not. That his hair is not real.
Hair implants.
All that stuff is totally fake. It's totally fake. I don't like that guy at all. He blocked me on Twitter for some reason. I don't get it.
He blocks
everyone. Yeah. All right, Ben One White. I don't believe that Ben One White is on steroids, but Ben One White got really big for like very quickly. And I keep trying to tell Ben One White this. Ben, you need to work your legs out, and he never does. So it's like this like Humpty Dumpty thing where it's like he's all big, he's like, rrr, and then the legs are like these little like they're like Ted Wardo's legs where they're just super like thin without any shape. Ben, you need to work out your legs as well. Okay. Now up front, Trey Townsend. Here's where I'm at with Trey Townsend. I believe Trey Townsend, as long as he's not going. Oh, what a great name, Zach Freemantle.
He's awesome.
That sounds like
really
a.
Good.
Yeah, no. Yeah, that's a great name. But here's where I'm at with Trey Townsend. If you're going against a long, athletic, physical player, I don't expect you to do anything. But if you're going against the the Akrons of the world. If you're going against if you're going against or if you're going against Brandon Angel, maybe I expect Trey Townsend to be able to do some things.
You don't like Brandon Angel?
I'm not a huge Brandon Angel fan.
I mean, he's good, isn't he?
Right.
He was good on Stanford.
Yeah, but no, he's soft though. That's all I'm saying though. Hey, Glenn, I got you, my man. I got you. What was I gonna say? But yeah, that's.
I think he has 14 points.
In both ones.
Townsend can't. Trey's gonna kill Akron. Because
what's that?
Here's the argument I made.
You said that Trey's not going to play against Akron.
No. Here's the argument I made with Shelby on the podcast the other day. This is the opponent that Trey played every game last season again with Oakland. This is them, right?
That's a good point.
Like, this is the opponent he played every game. Like, he is used to these games where guys are small or whatever, and he was good. Like Samford, for instance, he had 14, 8, and 5. Mike, he had 5 assists and 8.
Right? No, dude, you know what my take on that is. You know what my take on that is.
ADO had 14 points against Samford earlier this
year.
year.
I just don't see it not. I just don't see this not being the. I just don't see him not playing well. Scheer, your mic is low. I don't know if that's true or not. All right, the SEC. Scheer, no, I have been. Yeah, I think you're sound fine. Scheer, I have been on the front lines here that I believe that the SEC is overrated. And all right, Scheer, you're very low. I believe that the SEC is overrated. The SEC is 0-1. Here's my problem with the SEC. Way too many fake good teams. Texas sucks. Georgia sucks. Missouri, your team, I think sucks. Vanderbilt, I didn't even know Vanderbilt was in the tournament. They suck. I think Ole Miss is going to lose to North Carolina.
Yeah, I do too. I'm not. North Carolina's talented. I don't know. I like the SEC more than you. I do. We'll find out. We'll find out tomorrow. We'll find out in, was it 12 hours? No. How many hours?
Yeah.
14 hours.
Hey, everybody's saying I'm loud. Don't yell at me because
Ben told you to change your setting and you never did.
I don't know how to though. Here, hold on, Ben. Are you watching? Ben, are you watching? I'll just do it next show. All right, hey, everybody, this is gonna be great live. Tell me if this sounds better or not. And why is Missouri really good? Why is Missouri really good? They lost to everybody.
Mike, we're going back to this thing where you don't think anyone is good. No,
that's not true.
Basketball. There's 2 teams that are good.
Yeah. We'll see. I don't see. Okay, did you find the furries?
Let's go to the SEC games right away. Right.
Okay.
SEC games tomorrow, right away. You ready?
Yeah. We got.
All right. I'm looking at the bracket. Auburn, Alabama State. Who do you like?
Well, aren't they both SEC teams?
Yeah. Alabama State. By the way, Akron played Alabama State, 16 seeded Alabama State, and won by 14.
Okay. I like Alabama in that game.
Okay. Here's one that I think we'll agree on: Georgia versus Gonzaga.
I like Gonzaga. I know you love Georgia. I don't get it.
Wofford, Tennessee. We like Tennessee.
Who's Wofford?
Exactly. Here's Arkansas, Kansas. Who do you like?
Kansas.
Okay.
I think H-Dick is going to go crazy in that game.
That's all the SEC games tomorrow.
Yeah, so there you go. Yeah. Are you both in the same room? No, we're not both in the same room. No, not. Scheer sleeps with an oxygen tank. I'm not going to sleep in the same room as that.
But I would need to sleep with an oxygen tank if I was near you.
Yeah, no, you did. The one time we shared a room, I just kept hearing.
Mike has never heard of a CPAP machine, and then he brought it up the other day when we were on a call. Everyone uses CPAP machines.
I don't use a CPAP machine.
Well, maybe you should.
Does Ben White use one?
Ben doesn't sleep.
Yeah,
according to American Sleep Apnea Association, 18 million people use CPAPs
in the world. How many people are there?
Like 5.
There's how many people are there? 300 million?
18 million is a lot. Are you about to argue that
6% sleep with oxygen tanks? Cool.
Are you about to tell me that's 18 million people is not a lot of people?
Yes. No, it's not the Hyatt. It's not feedback. It's not the Hyatt. It's a pap smear machine.
We're not telling you.
Pap smear? What do you mean pap smear?
Pap smear? I don't need a pap smear, do I?
Are you I'm confused now. CPAPs are not oxygen tanks. Yeah, whatever. I don't know. I'm totally
one of these dudes that has smoked their whole life, so they got the big oxygen tank.
Well, Yeah, Dr. Mike roasting CPAPs. Yes, exactly. All right. Yeah. Did you see the one guy that tweeted at me? There was a picture of it, and he said, "I feel like Mike's a 35-year-old child or whatever because I had like food like on my
Yeah,
face."
accurate.
And I went through all of that bag of Pringle or I went through a canister of Pringles within like an hour. It was very good. Oh, Jerry Reyes, the great Jerry Reyes. Everyone needs to watch Louder Milk. I don't know what that means. Okay, now let's talk a little bit then about Toby Awaka, the man of girth. I think he's going to girth it. I think he's going to girth it this and whether it's against Oregon or Liberty or against Akron, I think this is going to be girth city all over the place.
Yeah, that's actually the closest matchup because the guy that he's matched up with, basically has the same numbers across the board. Like they're both really good rebounders. Like Ken Palm, they're like back to back. It's very interesting. Very
Yeah. But so I would rather. Here's what I think: Liberty's going to beat Oregon, but I would rather play Oregon. Yes, I would rather play Oregon. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, 100. Hey, who that MGM? Who posted that MGM? Simon O. Can you link us that?
Yeah, I don't know if that's true or I mean, I'm sure it is true, but can you Simon O, can you tweet that one? Yes, CPAP sponsorship. There's 300 it's the fake Trey rebounding from Oakland. Someone's got to rebound.
I got it. He's right. I got it.
Yeah.
It's not the MGM official account. It's like a guy that works for them. It's their PR guy. Yeah.
Let's see here. Big 12 Bobby
on Akron. It's the most popular bet. Yeah, but you know what's weird? So like second is Drake, third is Arkansas plus 4.5 against Kansas.
I
don't
get it. Hey, real quick, I'm confused here. Now it says Mrs. Hurley got her CPAP at Planned Parenthood. You can get a CPAP at Planned oh no, that's a joke. I get it.
Smear joke.
Yes,
and there's nothing to laugh about with pap smears. Is there?
Well, I wasn't laughing. Yes, ADHD in full effect. Yes. Unfortunately, all right, now we got Javier, the resident contrarian, in here. Unfortunately, Arizona and Lloyd have a March record, and it isn't good. Let me ask you this for a second. You could say, listen, the Princeton loss, cool, not good. You lost to Houston. I have no problem with that one. The only, you lost to Clemson. Sooner or later, you're going to lose games. That's kind of where I'm at. I don't really.
Tommy gets a really bad rap for his tournament record. Princeton, I'll give you. Losing in the Sweet 16 to Clemson. It turns out Clemson was a good team, right?
Right.
Losing to Houston in the Sweet 16. What is it? 3 16s, Sweet 16s in 4 years or something like that?
Yeah, he's been in 2 Sweet 16s in 3 years. Yeah. I don't know. There's this theory that, and again, I'm going to say this: Sean Miller missed the NCAA tournament in 2 of his first 3 years here. Yes, TLN. Thank you very much. Yeah, it was a very bumpy ride, Jerry B. But TLN says people act like Tommy has lost every year in the first round. He's made 2 Sweet 16s. You know what? I got a bone to pick with Jeff Goodman. So he was putting out there. I love how he says this is the year. It was something like this. He's like, this is the year that Tommy Lloyd has to be able to get past the Sweet 16. Okay, dude. So if he loses to Duke in the Sweet 16, then he can't coach in the NCAA tournament. Get out of here, dude. Putz.
I like that.
Yeah, all right. Well, we mess with
I just want to let you cook.
Yeah. Mr. Tyler Warden, very good work there, Mr. Tyler Warden. Hold on a second. All right, now Goodman has lost his Wildcat card. He lost that thing a long time ago. That guy sucks. Okay, now he does. Okay, now let's talk a little bit about Henry Vasar. Henry Vasar right now needs to dominate in this game. Henry Vasar has to kill it in this game.
Are you intrigued by this matchup at all? Not in the sense that, do we wonder how Henry's going to guard a guy that's 6'7" and shoots threes?
No, I think he should kill it. Hey, listen, here's where I'm at with
I
this.
know this guy can't guard Henry. There's no way where this guy can guard Henry. But this Amani Lyles, for instance, scored 15 points against St. Mary's early in the year on 5 threes because that's his game. He's only 6'7", but he could step out and shoot threes. So you got to wonder, is that his strategy? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't really know. That's a great question. I'm not sure. But here's always where I come back to when it comes to this, when it comes to a guy. I don't really care if the other player is 6'7" and you're 7 foot, you've got to be able to dominate. I don't care what it is. You've got to be able to dominate. This is a game every time down the court. Henry Vasar should be able to dunk. Henry Vasar should get rebounds. And sure, you know what? If the guy's shooting threes, so be it. But I cannot have you. This is the game that you've got to be able to dominate. And I think that he's going to dominate.
Without giving I'm not giving anything away. I don't care. I asked someone close to the program. I said, what are your initial thoughts? And he goes, shoots a lot of threes. And this is like before they had really watched tape. Shoots a lot of threes, run the ball, the type of game where we need to impose our will. And that right there, impose your will. They're going to shoot threes, but how are they going to guard you? That's what I think a lot of people don't realize in upsets and stuff like that. It goes both ways. Like, yes, Arizona has to stop Akron, their 3-pointers and all that stuff. Of course they do. Akron has to stop Arizona too. Akron hasn't stopped anyone. Was it on the show yesterday where I said on Torvik, they have like the 240th ranked defense in the country?
Yeah, I mean, I don't get it. Hey, look at WMB. He's taking a shot at me. Mike's future husband. I'm engaged to a woman.
And by the way,
Go ahead.
With Princeton, because I know people keep going back to that, a completely different team. The guards that Arizona had that year and this year are night and day. Princeton was 105 defensively that year, Mike. Right? Which is average, an average defense. Akron is 181. Right? Like Princeton was a significantly better 2-point team. Like they were bigger. They were 119.
They had two NBA players. They had two NBA players.
They were 119th in height. Akron is 361. There are only 4 teams smaller in the entire country than Akron.
Didn't they have the one guy too? They have one guy that's still in the
good.
They have one guy. That he's still in the MNBA, isn't he?
Dude, not only is he in the NBA, Mike, he's averaging 10, 4, and 2.
Right. Yes, exactly. Hey, Mr. Tyler Warden, that was good. Yes. Are we going to get March Trey? That will be an interesting thing. I'm also curious too. I think Arizona's got to give Trey Townsend the ball and let him cook. I think that he's got to, in games like this, I want Trey Townsend to go off. Because we have to, like I said, I think he's got to play well, period. Point blank. Boom.
Yeah.
Boom. Okay. Let's get some more reads in. What do we got, Cody? What do we got? By the way, we're going to be on Friday tomorrow, and we got some programming notes, tomorrow at 10:30, and we got some programming notes for Friday. But yes, let's get some reads in here. Comfort X HVAC, my friends. Now, the great Anthony Humbert says, remind me to get back to Javier. The great Anthony Humbert, Luis Ordonez. I got to write this down. Okay. The great Anthony Humbert went through Comfort X HVAC. He is he's the man. Tony Gimino. We don't like Tony Gimino generally, but if Tony Gimino likes something, then you know that it's probably really, really good. Comfort X HVAC is the spot. We like it. We like it a great deal. Now again, 520-222-7012. Get it checked out. Again, we're kind of at the time of the year where you know that some of these things could be going up in smoke. You don't want that to happen. Go to Comfort X HVAC, my friends, and get it going. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, what else we got? Uh-oh. Scheer?
Yes. Oh, you're right there.
Oh,
right
God.
There.
Oh. Arizona Primary Eye Care, my friends. Arizona Primary Eye Care. Here's the deal. 4 locations for routine exams. Proud partner of Arizona Athletics. Optical options to fit all budget styles and preferences. Yummy, yummy in my tummy. 60+ insurances accepted. AccuView now offering $400 towards contacts. $150 for disposable. And again, same day visits. We need to get them all booked up. They got 4 locations. Very good stuff. 4 locations. Check it out. We love Arizona Primary Eye Care. Boom. Check it out. Arizona Primary Eye Care. Luis Ordonez said in there, he goes, the best team I've ever seen in Tucson history was Pueblo High School. The most talented team was Pueblo High School in 1999. Then I got him Akeem Rasul, who was 6'7", and then I got Michael Kidd, who was
son. Is that Rasul?
Yeah. Whatever happened to him?
I don't know.
Yeah, and then they had a guy, Michael Kidd, and then Michael Kidd Gilchrist. They had a guy named Sammy Wade who was manager for a little. What's that?
I got it. I found
what
it.
happened.
He is on Lafayette, and he averaged 4 points and 2 rebounds a game.
Is he a freshman?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, either way, yeah. That was a really, really good one. Either way, that was an awesome team. Okay. Here's what I want to get back to Javier for a second. And Javier, I don't mean to keep slapping you around, but he says I expect. Yeah, but I am. He says I expect championships.
Oh boy, you're off to the wrong sport, dude.
Question. So, if you expect championships, I always say this. Look at Danny Hurley's first 4 years at UConn. They are significantly worse than Tommy Lloyd's first 4 years at UConn. I don't understand this thing that you expect championships. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, I don't. It's so let's say he wins a championship. How many years does he get until he has to win another championship?
Right. Tom Izzo hasn't won a championship in 24 years, and he's won one in like 5 years or whatever. So,
Ryan didn't do anything except until like the last 3 years of his career,
and he never won a championship. Did you know that? Go ahead,
Ryan. I don't care. There's a coach in Xavier that told me
4 to 5. Javier expects 4 to 5 championships.
What?
I think he meant 4 to 5 years, a championship by
you want your head coach to win a title every 4 years? What do you want, John Wooden to be resurrected? I don't like. What,
yeah.
What?
All right. Hey, Javier.
Blue Bloods don't win championships every 4 years.
Kansas has 4 championships all time. What? Do they count as a? Do they count as a? Yeah, Javier. Come on, be better, Javier. Be better. I don't have the expectations that Javier does.
A championship every 4 years.
Yeah, exactly, man. And yes, exactly. You think? Hey, you know what, Javier? If you could ask any team in the country, yes, Big 12 Bobby, this is so good. We all want that, Javier. Some of us live in the actual world.
Like what?
So it's Mike Krzyzewski, or not Mike? Let's not use Mike Krzyzewski. Let's use.
Go ahead, use Coach K.
All right, so Mike Krzyzewski coached at Duke for 40 years? He won one every 8 years?
Yeah, so when he got to Duke, he didn't make the Final Four until 8 years in, and then won the championship in the 90s. So 90 and 91, then didn't win a championship until 2000. That's 10 years. You have to fire his ass.
Yeah, got to get rid of him then.
And then didn't win a championship until 2000. So one every 10 years.
Yeah, I mean, Javier, that's just not good enough. That's you got to get rid of him.
That's like 2 times the amount of time that Javier needs.
I mean, you've got to be able to get rid of him. I expect the Publishers Clearinghouse to come to my home 4 times this decade. Big 12 Bobby expects to win. That was great.
Is there any sport where a team wins every 4 years?
Probably like women's basketball or something.
Yeah, but I mean, like the NBA generally has more parity.
No. Yeah, there's not. No, there's just not. Luis, I was thinking about this one before. I can imagine Javier's dating expectations. Yeah, after like the first date with Selma Hayek, get her out of here. Get her out of here. Get her out of here.
To impress me.
I was going to watch there was a Jennifer Lopez movie where she was at her absolute apex on the plane that I thought about watching. Out of Sight. Did you ever see Out of Sight?
Yeah, it was a good movie.
Very good movie. Very good movie.
I mean, I watched the TV show last night called The Hunting Party. I don't know if anyone's ever watched
Hunting Party? Is it about the Donner family?
No, but it's a good show. I think it's The Hunting Party. I don't remember. And basically they hunt serial killers and all that. And there was a guy who would get married and kill his wife right away. And I wonder because he couldn't she could never please him enough. But, so I wonder if you think Javier would go that route?
All right, Javier. Can somebody bring up Danny Hurley's first 4 years at UConn? Yeah. Sorry, Javier. We don't mean to make you our pinata, but we are. Okay, what else do we got?
I like when you say that we don't mean to. We do. We do mean to.
We do.
UConn, no tournament, first round.
Yeah, Javier, you would have had to have gotten rid of him, right?
Fired him.
Final Four this year, I get my Block A tattoo. No, Claire, you need to get back the A tattoo. And what you do is you get a tattoo on your back of the A, so therefore you are backing the A. Yeah. I'm not a tattoo person, but I would consider getting that one because that's kind of where I'm at. Okay, what about George? So basically, all right. Anyways, let's get back to this. Kobe L. Field. This is an interesting question, Scheer. And then we're actually let's get the rest of the reads out of the way because tomorrow we're gonna be back up at 10:30. I'm gonna be fully rested. I didn't get my nap in today. I'm very ornery. Not happy at all.
We don't have to be there tomorrow. It's like 1. So.
Yeah, I don't have to be there until like 1. Yeah, let's get some reads, but we still got stuff we got to talk about here. What do we got to talk about? RJ's frozen cactus, my friend. Now, I was asked, Mike, why do you talk about the parking lot there? They want me to talk about the parking lot there, and it is an immaculate parking lot. This is one of those ones where you can park, Dennis Walsh can park his 747 or his jetliner, or let's just say that you're getting kind of sloppy, and you're thinking to yourself, you're like, I better leave my car here. They have a long parking lot. Yes. By the way, Javier, you can absolutely get your own segment. And 100 plus craft beers at $2 deals, pizza, tacos, wings, you name it. No bad seats in the house. And if Arizona's in the Sweet 16, I am not going to Newark. No. So we would be having a watch party at RJ's Frozen Cactus. Hopefully that's in the makings. All right, what else we got? Let's go give it to you. Baggins. Oh, did I tell you when I was traveling, I saw the big Baggins truck, like going on to like aviation or whatever. I real timed. I real timed the heck out of that really quickly. And again, those people probably know about code AZ12, and if they don't, they're dummies. You need to use it again. Get a chocolate chip cookie and I think Ben likes the cowboy, doesn't he? Or what is?
Yeah, Ben likes the cowboy a lot.
Yeah. What's the one you get?
The Sundowner.
Oh, the Sundowner. But either way, they're very, very good. I like it a lot. Very good stuff. Get a chocolate chip cookie again and VIP, all kinds of good stuff. AZ12 for 15% off. Boom. What else we got? Is that it?
I think that's it.
Oh, Eris Dental. Lan, the man with the master plan. I wish Lan was coming up to SRS. He's not. Boo. But I think Lan might be in Newark if they go there. And to ask, why wouldn't you want to go to Newark? No, I don't like Newark. And
Newark much more than Seattle, dude.
Did you know who the best basketball player I think there was to ever come out of Newark is?
Who?
I think Shaquille O'Neal was born in Newark, New Jersey, if I'm not mistaken. So I would imagine he was the best. But either way, I think he.
But he's born in Louisiana. No, he's
born. I was right. Yeah, Newark has girth. They got a lot of girth to it.
But NBA players ever from Newark. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think it's Shaquille O'Neal, isn't it? Is it not?
Yeah. Calm down.
I was right.
Al Adels was from Newark.
Yeah, well, he's not better than Shaquille O'Neal. I win.
Whoa.
Yeah, all right. Well, either way, I win. But either way, you might say to yourself, Scheer, are you going to be getting implants? No, I don't know that Scheer's getting implants, but I need to get an implant at some point here with just one implant, though. I'm going to have to probably get another tooth implant because I had like a root canal or something, and they said that I need to get it. But either way, I've got to go there. I would go to TucsonImplants.com or TucsonTeeth.com for Land the Man with the master plan. We love him. My parents switched over there. I'm switching over there as well. Check it out. Tucson Teeth. All right, Scheer. Who wins, this year's team or last year's team right now going into the NCAA tournament?
This year's team for one major
reason. They're tough. They're tougher.
I think that Umar, while I loved him, there were certain games where he could not play defensively.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You had to take him out of the game because he literally could not be in the court. Dayton, remember?
Yeah.
Arizona's best lineup was without him on the court.
Yeah.
I think Arizona has more flexibility that way this season.
And you had to play Boswell as well. It was, obviously. So you've I think this year's team would win. I think this year's team's tougher. I just do. Boom.
Yeah.
And we've got March Trey. Last year's team didn't have March Trey. So
you're right.
All right. Everybody, on that note, I'm going to go eat some pizza. We very much appreciate you. Got up to 197 lives. Very much appreciate you. We're going to have video of I am going to be getting up early tomorrow and walking around. I am going to be giving you the full SRS experience. Yes, I am. No, you're full of crap. I am.
I'm going downstairs to brisket bitch in the morning.
Yeah, no, but you won't get up until like 10:15. So it doesn't really matter.
Wrong. Well, no, you might be right tomorrow. I'm tired.
Yes, either ways, I will be down there. You will be getting full access to everything that SRS has to offer. And if I don't come back, that means that I probably passed away. But you know what? But it was for a good cause on top of that. Scheer, where can they find you doing your stuff?
WildcatAuthority.com. And Shelby and I already recorded the Wildcat Scoop podcast preview, and it's awesome. So go listen now.
Yes. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. All right. On that note, we will be back with you tomorrow at 10:30. Scheer, I'll meet you downstairs in the lobby in like 15, 20 minutes. What? Hold on. I heard something.
Just a reminder, if you guys see Mike and Jason in Seattle, ask them for a sticker. If you get a holographic one and you tag us with a picture on X, I will send you a 25% off code for the shop.
Ooh. Ooh, yummy, yummy, yummy,
What
yummy.
do you need 20 minutes, Mike? What do you need 20 minutes?
I got to make a phone call.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. On that note, though, you guys are fantastic. Very much appreciate you all. I will be in more tip-top shape. I'll have more energy. I won't just be spastic. I will be spastic with energy tomorrow. On that note, though, for Jason Scheer, I am merely Mike Luke. TTFN, everybody. We will talk with you soon.
You hear the police in the background?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Does everyone hear that?
They just went flying by.
Seattle, baby, let's go. We gotta go.